Friday morning. It is Valentine's Day 2025, February the 14th. And I decided to get off the bus early, as I am quite early for when I need to get into Sada. So I decided to take a little wander for the last kilometre and have a bit of a better, slower look at Sada, La Coruña in Galicia. That's the entrance to someone's property. That is both a door and a garage door. In theory, they're supposed to get their vehicle in there. They've got to get round the poles and that wall to get through that. But excellent. Let's see if I can get my hands a bit steadier rather than jumping about. And we're coming down into Sada, which is a coastal town in Galicia. Just north of A Coruña. And I'm not sure if I've ever walked along this road or path before. I may have done 50 years ago. But it may not have been a road and a path at those days. In those days, it may have just been straight rural area with the sound of crickets everywhere, absolutely everywhere they were. The noise was loud and calming at the same time and scary at the same time. What's that down there? It's a little stream. Beautiful flowing water. Going round. This, like any town in Europe, it extends, it gets bigger, you get newer buildings. You get newer buildings as time goes by, being built further out to make the town bigger, to extend it. So I would imagine this private property here, propiedad privada, will probably get swallowed up by one of these things at some point. Sada, destino piloto de dinamización del producto turístico. They want to make it a tourist attraction area. It's always been a tourist attraction area, just not for, um, not really for non-Spaniards. This was always the place, this area in Galicia. The north of Spain was always the place in the summer where people from Spain would go to. And they'd go there because it's nowhere near as bloody hot as being in the rest of Spain. Because those people are sane. The sane in Spain leave the bloody heat as early as they possibly can. But let's get over the road, shall we? You can see properly. Let's try and get away from that sun glaring directly in. And there's a mix of business and um, habitation here. Beautiful old villa that would have at one point stood on its own. It would have had a great vista going this way. It would definitely have had a great vista going this way, all the way up. But now it's got brand new flats everywhere, which completely ruins its view. It's only really got a view going that way now. Have I got the time to go up here? Maybe I have. Now, what is this? What is going on? Now that was clearly there to stop people going up. Am I going to be naughty? Landslide there. Only a little one, but wow. I haven't seen this before. And they put breeze blocks up there to stop people going up. I wonder what this was as an original stairway to where? Doesn't really make much sense. Just takes you up to the hill. It made sense to whoever it was way back when, I would imagine. For whatever reason. Sun's out again. Across again. Talleres Manolo. One of my uncle's names is Manolo. No idea whether he's still around or not. He used to look after an orchard. I don't know whether that was his only job. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You just sit there and spray the flies away or something? Waiting for harvest time? I don't know. I can't ask my mother or father because they're both dead. And it's really difficult asking any of the other family because A, I don't speak Spanish, and B, I don't know whether it's appropriate. Farming equipment. This person I've seen go for a jog. If you're putting that much milk into so damn little, you don't have to go that fast. I think that might be a school. Maybe, I don't know. Love these little verandas. These are the little old ones. You can see the difference. Instead of just being functional metal railings, they're really ornate. And it's one of the key elements. That has been lost in our quest. In our quest for efficiency. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And that wall has been built by somebody by hand originally with just lots and lots and lots of rocks. And then it's been added to and its frontage has been plastered in or cemented in over time. Panaderia, pasteleria, Asnenas. I don't know if that's open. I don't know if it's still there at all. The name is there. It is a bit of a stunning contrast, isn't there? So you've got this place here, which is brand new. Then you've got this place, which is old and original, and that place, which is new. It's a stunning difference. This one's much newer than that one. That one's an original. That seems to have been added in at some point. This is the life. This is the life nowadays that we've got because you advance, you go through to a new age. you need to build more to accommodate more people. There's a beautiful old church here. If you go on Google Maps, you will find this if you wish to do so. And it's very unclear why it is still blocked off. Why they don't do something about it. Capilla de San Roque. It's the San Roque Chapel. Let's see if I can get that better. The building that we can't visited nowadays is the result of a reconstruction made in 1885 over an ancient chapel dedicated to the parish co-patron. It's a simple building with one nave divided in three sections with two Romanic arches older than the rest of the complex. Inside we can admire a semicircular chorus with a wooden balustrade. It is also remarkable the polychromed wooden pulpit from 1891. Outside it is very important. It's iron modernist bell gobel. Right, I've no idea whether that was translated by Google Translate, but why they've put a bloody LED right in front of it, I've no idea. And why it's completely blocked off from anyone going anywhere near it instead of actually improving the place and redoing it. I don't know, it's madness to me. But I guess it's all about money. Fechado por la seguridad, prohibido el paso. Let's see if I can come back in. The guy here is really interested in what is he doing. Now that is the bell tower that they call a gobel or gobble. Let's get those power lines out of the way. I'm not getting a particularly good exposure on that. But this is a type of old religious establishment that I get very impressed by. What does that say there? Exposición Concerto. Why are they adding? Why are they adding 21st century shite to a 19th century and older building? I have no idea. What are they thinking of? That's not impressive to me. And we can see here, this is one of the old buildings. Now, pretty much the whole of this place here, this was all here 50 years ago when I used to come. There's a couple of houses here. I have no idea why they have not been brought back into action. I really don't know, but nobody's been there for a hell of a long time. Hell of a long time. And yeah, just went over there. Good job that was my left ankle, not my right. There's a hell of a lot of graffiti throughout Spain. It's not just it's not just the north of Spain. I have no idea whether this building is in any use whatsoever. It all looks completely shut down. They'll have condemned it so they can knock it down and build some stucco shite there instead. So right in front of us is called La Terrazza. It's a very, very old building. Been here longer than I've been alive. And it's still in use. It's a restaurant. And it's right on the front by the playa. And this is the front main drag in Sada. And you can see newer buildings and the like. And then you get these older buildings which just ooze. They just ooze personality. Unlike this, where essentially everything that used to be here has been completely obliterated at some point and been replaced. Yet, places like this are still around. I mean, they're not in use, they're completely knackered. We'll go and have a look at it. Let's see what's going on inside. It looks like somebody's been doing some work in there. I hope they continue, because to bring this back and maintain, this is interesting. This is just a facade on top of the old brick. This stuff has been added. I don't know when. Maybe the 60s, 70s, 80s, I don't know. This whole building needs to be brought back to life. It's beautiful. Not sure about all the power cables. Rua de Oriente. Toama. This is the Ayuntamiento. It's where you go and do all your registration and government aspects. And let's see, what time is it? I got 20 minutes. This is the Sada Tourist Information Office. Didn't used to be there. There's the terrazza. Let's go and have a look at the beach. And of course that play park is very new. But this is pretty much sort of like how it always was. Just over there is the port of Sada. Look at this. The water clearly comes all the way up here. These are all shells. Various sea creatures that never made it back. Mussels. And what are they called? Oysters. See, I was going to suggest that maybe this is just human waste being dumped here instead of anything else, but it's very clear that it's not. To me, anyway, not that I'm an expert in any of this. So the seaweed up here. I don't ever remember the sea coming all the way up to the boundary at all. So I'm a bit confused. This is all wet. So the tide is way out. Way out. This looks like it would be rather dangerous to walk on. I'm not going to anyway. So let's have a look. Let's go around from that side. There's the port. That's the other side. I don't even know where that is. You could be talking that direction will be Ferrol, but I don't know what these places are over there. But that is heading, as far as I can tell, towards Ferrol area. Bring you back down. And where that this big blue building is, see if we can be done better that way. There, that big blue building, that never used to be there. So, that just used to be a hill. And on the top of it, there used to be a football pitch that we used to play football on. Because just behind that is where my family live, and lived then, and still live now. Including in that yellow building there. And there was one time that we were playing football up there, and there was loads of us. When I say us, it's all the Spanish kids and adults up there. We were playing football up at the top, and suddenly this lady, this abuela, this grandma, is walking past right through the middle of the football pitch while we're playing football. And she's carrying a massive tray of fish. Huge tray of fish, bringing it down to the beach for a big barbecue that was about to happen. Someone kicked the ball and it hit it in the head, and the fish went absolutely everywhere. Did every one of us get a bollocking or what? But this is Sada. This is a place that maybe nobody in the UK has ever heard of. Anyway, it's time for me to go. Time for me to go and meet my family. Start getting sorted. And I do want a coffee. That's so long. I could do with a double actually. Right. Ta-ta for now.